Hi guys, thanks for watching. This is going to be a derivative of a tag. The original tag, I believe, is 25 random facts about me or 25 things you don't know about me. But instead of 25, I decided to do 15 because in case you've not seen any of my other videos, I talk a lot, I get off topic. In an effort to save time, I'm making this just 15 facts. So the first one is nobody knows that I make these YouTube videos. And when I mean nobody, including my husband. I know it may seem weird that I don't tell him, but he's such a practical person, and I don't know, I'm just kind of afraid to tell him. He thinks like the social media and that type of stuff is kind of self-indulgent, and I see his point, but I think it's fun. I think it's awesome that there's a whole community out there, that you can reach out to people all across the world. I just think that's really a neat thing. So the next thing is my fear of lines at the bottom of the pool. Now this is not a fear anymore. This was more of a childhood fear. But I used to be afraid that the swimmer lane marks painted at the bottom of the pool were sharks. To me they looked like sharks, and I thought if I got in the water that they were going to come alive and eat me. So along with the fear subject, my next fact is that I am really and presently afraid of bees. If I go outside and a bee comes near me, oh my gosh, Lord have mercy on me, because I'm so afraid and everybody makes fun of me for it. I know it's irrational, the worst they can do is sting you, but that really hurts. So, sorry, I'm getting a little spastic here. Try to calm down, simmer down here. So my next thing is that I was sorry, I'm looking at my notes here so I can stay on track. I was a competitive figure skater. From about 7 to 14, I was very serious. I trained twice a day before and after school. I competed on the weekends, and I was in training, including dance and all kinds of strength training, things like that. I was very serious, thought I was going to be an Olympic figure skater, but as I got a little bit older, my body started to change, going through puberty, hips shot out. I wasn't able to jump as high as I could, and I wasn't able to do the things that I used to be able to do that were so natural to me at the time. But you know that if you're a dancer or a skater, you know how much puberty or any body changes really changes the way that you move your body. Your body just can't do the same things in the same way. So yeah, and also part of it was that reason why I quit competitive skating, and also because when I was about 14, you know, I really wanted to have more of a social life, go out with my friends on the weekends and do school activities, things like that. And now I still really love skating, and I actually was teaching skating on the weekends before I had a mirror, and I hope to be involved in skating somehow again. So the next thing we have is that I really have a big dream in the back of my head that I will be a dancer. When I say dancer, I mean like, you know, something like a ballroom dancer, and I know that's probably never going to happen. I think like skating, dancing, you have to train kind of from when you're really young, and you know, it's very rare that you can make a career out of something like that. Not the kind of career you're probably thinking of. I'm not talking about that kind of dancer. I have no desire to do that. But I just think dancing is so fun. I love to dance, always have. Kind of goes along with the skating thing. I just think it's super cool. I love like Zumba for workouts, and I know that's more fitness, but I really love dancing. Love it. So the next thing is that I'm a big time bargain shopper. I always have been. My mom was a bargain shopper. I think I just learned from her. I've always been into thrift shopping, even when it wasn't cool. And I've always been somebody who just goes straight back to the clearance section, and people are like, where did you find that? And I tell them, oh, I got this at so-and-so store for this amount of money. And I know it's stupid and it's kind of bragging, but I just get so excited about my deals, so I like to share, and I'm kind of a go-to person for people that I know to help them find deals on things. So my next thing is that I am a very competitive board game player. I'm not a competitive person in real life, really, except for board games. I'm the kind of person that you're sitting next to and it's your turn, and I'm like, get moving, get to your turn, because I want to go. And I don't know why, but I just get so annoyed with people who take too long to to find their spot on the board, or they're trying to make a decision and I get so annoyed and I try to control myself, but it's such a weird, annoying habit, or not habit, but thing to be competitive about, like totally pointless. Alright, so the next thing is with my husband and I, we are complete opposites in almost every way you can think of. I could go down a list, oh sorry, I'm just hitting my iPad thing here. I could go down a list of things that we are opposite on, and I'll just go over a few. We are from different countries, we speak different languages, we come from totally different cultural and religious backgrounds. Obviously, we're both man and woman. Obviously, well, maybe not so obviously, but yeah. We are just complete opposites. We think very differently. He's very practical. I am a dreamer. He's a saver. I'm a spender. Just so many different ways. And the thing that cements our relationship is our love. That's the thing we have in common. And of course, our baby, a love for our baby. So, yeah, I better move on or I could keep blabbing about topics. I gotta calm down. I keep getting a little spastic here. Alright, so the next thing I have on my list here is that I'm a night owl. I'm a big time night owl. I always have been, and I remember, I don't know who it was, somebody told me, oh, when you get older and you get a job, you'll get used to getting up in the morning and, you know, going to bed early at night. And guess what? I've been in the working world for just about 9 years, and I still am a night owl. Doesn't matter if I gotta get up early in the morning, I might be tired all day long, but when it comes to bedtime, I'm awake. And actually, that is actually how I got into YouTube. I started watching videos late at night because nobody was awake and I wanted to entertain myself, so I started getting into YouTube. Another kind of added fact there. It wasn't planned. So the next thing is that I absolutely love crafting and organizing and all of that kind of stuff, but I really suck at it. I really do. I have just really poor hand-eye coordination, and I'm not very logical thinking, and I feel like even though that's a creative thing to do is crafts and things like that, you really have to be kind of a logical thinker as well, and I'm not very good at it. I get all the materials, I try to start a project, but I usually don't end up finishing it. So which brings me to my next fact, is I'm a big time procrastinator. I just find that procrastinating works well. Not really. I mean, I feel like it kind of works well when I'm doing my homework. I just tend to wait till the last minute and get it done, and I tend to do well under that pressure, but it's probably not a very good habit to have in a lot of circumstances and situations, so I shouldn't be bragging about it, but it is a fact about me. Okay, so here's another fact for me, from me, of course it's from me, about me, is that I was obsessed with unicorns when I was little, and I'm kind of still loving them, but I'm not as obsessed, obviously, as I used to be. Well, not obviously, obviously to me, I'm not, because I used to have figurines and drawings, and I made little polyamor unicorns, which were horrible, because like I said, I'm really bad at crafts. I just was really obsessed, and I thought they were real for a long time, and secretly still wish they were. The next thing is that I am a thumbsucker. I know that's kind of weird, gross, and a little embarrassing to admit, but it's true. And I've tried to quit so many different ways, putting that nasty tasting stuff on my thumb. Dennis had talked to me to quit. When I was little, my mom tried everything to bribe me to quit anything, but I still do it. Not as often, nearly as often as I used to, but I still, on occasion, will find my thumb in my mouth, and I don't even realize how it got there. So my next fact here is that I am I tend to be a negative person, and I really, really had to fight hard to become a positive person. And I say that because a lot of people, they talk about that I am a very positive person and I have a positive attitude. They tell me that, at least, and I really have to fight the negative thoughts that come into my head to try to be positive. It's not a natural occurring thing to me, and maybe that's true with a lot of people, and I know it definitely tends to be with people that have anxiety like I do, but yeah, I really have to fight to be a positive person, but I'm very happy that I've worked very hard to become one. So yes. And I think that there's one more that I skipped over on my list. I don't know how I did that, but it's a weird one. But I love summer. My brain is just like, yay, summer, because I live in Minnesota and we have like 8 months of winter, and when summer comes, why does this have to happen? Every time I make a video, somebody calls me, and I'm not starting over again because I've already made this 3 times and I've been interrupted. So, sorry. Sorry for the interruptions. Yeah, I'm so excited for summer to come around, but then I get here and in reality, I don't like summer. I do love the sunshine. I love that it's lighter out later, and you know, there's lots more to do, but I just cannot, my body can't take it. I get sunburnt. You can probably tell I've got some remaining sunburns on here. My skin breaks out. I get like boils on my skin. I'm sorry, I know that's gross, but I do. And I sweat, and the humidity, I'm just miserable. But then I am always like, yay, summer's coming. I get so excited every time summer comes, and then I'm kind of miserable. So I don't know, I have like this fight with my body. My brain fights my body to say summer, over summer. So yeah, so I think that's it for my 15 facts. I'm sorry, this was so definitely random. That's, I guess, what it's supposed to be. But also, I kind of got a little hyper in this. I don't know why. I didn't have any coffee today, so I'm just super hyper naturally today. I don't know what it is. But if you made it through, thank you. I hope I didn't bore you to tears. I hope I didn't freak you out with my hyperness. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. If you've done this tag or a similar tag, post it below in a video response, or let me know you did one, because I think it's really fun to watch these types of videos. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you.